So this video is about a maytag commercial dryer. So the complaint is that it runs, but it doesn't heat. So the first thing is obviously to go through the front panel, remove the two screws here and there, swings right out, and you can bypass the door switch and you can test out that it actually runs without heat. And you can also test out all the fuses, all the thermostats, and all of that easy stuff. So all the fuses and the thermostats tested okay. So what now? Once you open the control panel, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4 screws over there. Those are the security bits, and you have to get those. And once you open that up, you can test the continuity of this switch, and it doesn't go bad very often. And then now what? Okay, so this is the schematic, and you can skip the rest, maybe a minute or two. And what happens is that, if you're not interested, what happens is that this is the motor. We know this is all good, and this is the heating element. This is the problem, right? So the heating element is right over here. This is the heating element. Okay, and then so you can test this route. Okay, it goes to this goes to line 2. When the motor is running, the centrifugal switch turns on. You can see this is normally off. When the motor turns, the centrifugal switch turns on, and then this is connected. So you can, the best way is when it's running, you test the voltage over here, and it's the same as line 2. Okay, and that tested good as well. And then so line 2 goes over here, and obviously it's you have already tested the continuity of the heating element. This is also good. All right, and the high limit thermostat is also good. So what's going on over here, right? So it's the heater bypass switch. Okay, this part has a problem, and I didn't see anybody making a video of this, so I'm making one. And that bypass switch is over here. I already took that out. This is what it is. Okay. So there are two parts. This one on the top. Okay. This switch is the switch for the motor, and this switch at the bottom. Okay, as you can see, the yellow tab is connected to that, and this one is unconnected. This is the heater bypass switch. Okay. So you take that out and take out those two screws, put this part in, and let's see whether this is fixing the problem. Now, the heater bypass switch, you can still buy this online. Unfortunately, the motor bypass switch, I couldn't find that anywhere. And I'm assuming that this motor bypass switch is still okay, and because the motor does turn, right? So we'll find out soon. And by the way, the motor bypass switch on the schematic is this part. This part. Okay. If this is bad, then there's no electricity, there's no voltage going into the motor. So the fact that motor still runs means that this bypass switch most likely is okay. Okay. Now, putting the heater bypass switch on is not that difficult. What's actually taking me the most amount of time is once you take the switch out, the springs, so this one, okay, so this spring over here, okay, will actually detach and jump out. And once this jumps out, this spring will go to a different location as well. So it's not very easy to figure out how this was done. So just, here's a picture of how this is done. You can see that this side of the spring goes into that little tab over there, and then the other side of the spring is connected over here. You can see that shiny part over there. Yeah, that shiny part. Let me see if I can make that a little bit better. Yeah, you can see the shiny part over there already. So it's here. Okay, so where my screwdriver is trying to point. Focus. Okay, focus. Okay, so that's the other end. That's the other end of the spring. It goes in there. Okay, now once that is done, this is the orientation of those two bypass switches. The one on the top, again, is motor. When you look at it, left side is orange, right side is red. And the one at the bottom, I use a jumper because the wire was fried. So on the left, it used to be white and black. On the right, it's supposed to be purple. And let's put it back in and see how's everything going. Okay, so it's back in its place. All right, so obviously we disconnect the power. That's for sure. Okay, I'm going to connect the power and try it. Okay, so the power is connected. The first thing is that you just listen to the timer, and you should hear a small motor is turning. So that's a good sign. And then once you slide in some quarters, push the start button. The light is on, but that doesn't mean much because even when the motor was on, that light, or only the motor is on, that light was on anyways. So on the schematic, that light is over here, the pilot light. Okay, so as long as the motor is on, the pilot light is on. It just means that we're back to where we were, and let's see if we have got heat. At the bottom, there's a access hole. Just take that out. Into there. So can't really see on the camera. Let me take a look at myself. Yep, it's on. Let me see if I can show you this. Okay, you can see the redness, right? That means the heating element is on. Let's put this back. So that's pretty much it. That's how you fix the maytag commercial dryer when there's no heat. And by the way, the point slider mechanism is a ESD. Bye now.